going on, guys? Welcome to the very first episode of Buy Sell Talk with Sold Out. To my left here, I have social media personality and founder of Sold Out, Two Chens.
Hello, hello.
To my right, I have Dylan, works a buyout counter alongside Mateo over at the far left.
Howdy.
And I'm Brian. You might know me as the guy behind the cash register sometimes.
And Brian.
And, well,
Yeah, that's him. It's Brian, guys. It's our new guy.
I also pick up the phone when you guys call.
Yeah, everybody picks up the phone.
Mhm.
All right. So let's get it. Podcast episode 1 is sold out. Buy, sell, talk. Let's go.
Let's start it up.
Yeah, I don't know why we started this, but it's going pretty swell right now. We're like 3 shots in, sober. All right, so we're doing this. Just talking about relatively what we want to do with this podcast is just, talk about stuff that's going on with everything in the sneaker world, what's going on in the fashion world, topics, not politics.
Please.
Random stuff,
Random
shit.
stuff.
We're just having fun.
Anything but politics,
Yeah,
please.
so, today's episode, we're going to be featuring none of the other Two Chens.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, so we're going to be, talking about his calm beginnings, his roots, why he started this, why we're here in the first place. So we're going to get it going. We have Noel in the background. Noel, give him a hello.
Hello.
He waved.
There you go.
There we go.
But yeah, so, I don't know. Let's get into it.
So, Tony, what kind of environment did you grow up in?
I grew up in the suburbs.
Damn.
I started off in Passaic till first grade, then I moved to North Brunswick, which is a very diverse town in central New Jersey, even though people think that central New Jersey does not exist.
It doesn't
I don't think it does.
at all.
Yeah, it's like, whatever, bro.
What is in Central?
I don't know. It's like
Rutgers.
What town is that?
Exactly.
That's
exactly why. We don't know.
Central is North Brunswick and up
This is in Jersey City is what?
North.
north.
North. There you go.
I mean, we're not saying
That's why I go to college.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
All right.
So I grew up in the burbs, graduated there, moved to Edison after high school. That was around 2002-ish, 0203. Went to NJIT, dormed at Newark. Basically, that's actually when I got into shoes. I went to a technical school, and I got into shoes.
So, before college, you were strictly, what were you wearing in terms of clothes on your feet?
I was actually not into shoes at all.
Nice.
I actually did not. I was not into it.
Nice.
I didn't have the money to buy it. My parents didn't really buy it for me. I wore whatever I could.
Okay.
Were you guys ever privileged to like have shoes when you guys were kids? Because I didn't. Like when I was in high school, I had like one shoe every year, and that was on my birthday.
Yeah, I don't
Like
know.
I wasn't the kid like that had all the whole collection. Like I feel like I started getting shoes like end of high school
Oh no, that's
when I
exactly
could
what it was.
afford my own like shit.
Oh no, I maybe got a new pair of shoes every year.
Yeah,
just
just
go
like
to.
one a pair of shoes. I
I'll
remember like 1 year I got a pair of like women's like Jordan 5s because my cousin gave it to me, and my mom was like, "Yeah, that's your pair for the year." I was like, "All right, I'll take it." I was like, "I guess."
No, I guess. Did I? I feel like I've been exposed to it when I was a kid, but I wasn't really like keen on it, so I didn't know what the older retros were, like 2012, 08 pairs, like the CDP pack, DMP pack, all that. Like I've had it, but I just never paid attention to it until like I'd say high school. High school. That's when I really got into it. But I've been exposed. Like I remember a whole grade school field trip, and when you have a field trip, you want to look fly, this and that. I remember I wore a size below the size I was at, and a pair of like those green. It's like It's like the infrareds, but it's green.
Them toes were
Yo.
like this.
No,
Toes were
legit.
clenched
It
up,
was
bro.
it was clenched the whole time. I remember we were at a zoo, so we had to
Oh,
walk.
jeez.
And I remember that we had the gym uniforms and everything, so the teachers, I guess, knew where we were. And I was thugging it out the whole day. I didn't give a fuck. And at that point, I was just like, all right, I guess that was my start of being into sneakers.
Wait,
and all
so
that.
green 5s,
No, green infrareds.
green infrared.
Infrared 90s.
Oh,
The green one, the green one.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
But it was the green. Yeah, but it was the green ones though.
Here you
Yo,
go.
I'll never forget. I was like, it was the only size left at. If anybody knows, it's that spot in Jersey Gardens. It was on the first floor where the GameStop is right now.
Jeepers Creepers.
No, wait.
Oh,
Are you,
shout out Jeepers
are you
Creepers.
talking about
That
the
sh-
spot that's like that used to be right across from the Adidas outlet?
No, it was right
Nah.
across from the movie theater. So where you go into the movie theater is when you go into that front door. I used to take all my middle school baddies there. I used to be like, yo, you want to go on a date? Jeepers Creepers.
Regardless of the
boy.
fact, that was where I got the. Where, all my parents came from that spot. And my pops, shout out my pops, he used to plug me up with everything. But yeah, I remember I just wanted it just because I knew I had a field trip, and I was like, all right, I guess that was a start.
So
Yeah.
nobody here was actually privileged enough to get more than one shoe a year.
No, I remember
No, not really.
what, like every year, I probably had a budget of like $100 to spend. Used it all up on Sambas, so that's what I was wearing.
Soccer cleats.
No, it was just
And
straight
now
up-
look at
so
Sambas.
my one shoe a year was the Samba. So what I would do is I would paint the white stripes black with the Sharpie. So I'd wear them to school, and then I'd have practice right after, and I'd wear them at practice too. So essentially, I was coming to school with beat up shoes and holes in them, and they'd last me the whole year. But same as you.
I remember that.
I wasn't that poor, but my parents still cared about me. Like they still said like, nah, you're going to school with some good shoes.
Yo.
But wait. So you played sports? Did you also play sports?
I played sports, but not like I just did it for fun. Like I
Okay.
wasn't like involved like you. Like I did my thing. I did my little dribble here. Like
It's like, what was your first pair of Jordans? Everyone's.
Mine
Oh.
was Aqua 8s.
playoff 13s.
But not the 2015 Aqua 8s, the 2012
What?
Aqua 8s.
Yeah,
I can't
Playoff
see you in
eights?
that.
playoff 13s.
I
Wait,
cannot.
playoff 13s?
Yeah, because it's like when I was in middle school, I just rocked Vans and shit, and then I asked my boy that was really into sneakers, and I was
That's
like, "Yo,
fire.
what's like my mom was buying me shoes. What should I get? Like, what's popular?" I asked him,
Uh,
and he was like, playoff 13s because I think they just released that year, and then and then he was like, or you could do like Osiris's or Supras.
Damn.
Supras.
Supras.
And then I was
That's
like,
crazy.
yeah. And then I like went into like Zoomies, and I was like, hey, can I see it? And I looked at it, and I was like,
Supras?
hell no. I was like,
Nah,
nah,
Sup-
Supras back in the day. You
I
remember
I
Supras?
did. I definitely
them.
remember.
I
It
don't
had
like
Supra.
them. They're chunky.
Wait, with the
Nah.
Supra's icon or logo, it had like that.
The
it was
crown.
A crown.
It was a
yes.
crown.
Yo,
Yeah, something like that,
Supras was
something like
that
that, yeah, yeah.
thing. I remember I had a burgundy pair, like the high top.
I could not get
Oh
into
my
it.
god!
I feel like since I was a
Supras,
skinny
I
dude.
haven't
It was
heard
the
that
fat tongue.
in- Yo, I haven't
Everyone-
heard that in ages.
Yo.
Supras.
I remember
Oh
everyone.
my.
Shout out
Everyone was
Andre.
tongue fucking
Andre.
mad.
Yo, shout out.
I remember.
If you're watching this,
Yeah, if you're watching. this.
Wait, what's your first pair?
Oh, it was probably like it was a beat up pair of burgundy 5s. I remember my boy probably was like, he's like, yo, I'll give you these for $20. I was in like the 6th grade, bro. So I didn't eat lunch for like 2 weeks because I just gave him my lunch money. I was like,
Nah, but that's
yeah.
how it was.
no,
though,
but
back
that's
in
how
the
it
day.
was. You would literally
Back in
like
the day.
your
Yeah.
your parents would give you like what $5 for lunch, and then
$5.
$5. Damn.
Oh,
I'm so
yeah.
sorry, Brian.
I was on-
no, listen.
I used to get $3.
I was on that lunch plan. It's okay.
I was on the card. Like I used to be like
Yeah,
to
I was
my
on
boy,
the-
like, yo,
I was
my
on-
mom didn't pay
Yeah.
this week. Could I
Yo.
have the code?
Yo, I used to be so jealous of both of you guys because I didn't know what it was. I just saw cards like, I just asked the lunch lady, yo, he got free food?
But wasn't that for the less fortunate though?
Yeah,
It was.
It was.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it
it's like you have to be
was.
like
It
in a
was
certain
that,
tax
and
bracket
that
or
was
something.
IOUs.
Yeah.
IOUs
Or
was
I-
crazy. I
Yeah.
racked up my IOUs till the end of the year, and they were like, "Oh, you have to pay like $80." I was like,
Yo,
How much my mom did?
You know what's
I was like,
Tons of
wait,
them.
what?
You know what's crazy? My school cracked down on that, bro. So many kids got smacked with like
Yeah, they
bills.
were like, "Tell your
It was
mom,
crazy.
tell your parents, you have to pay this."
That's crazy though. That school is telling you like, yo, you gotta pay
That's
for
an
the food that
education
you're
system.
eating, bro.
Yeah, no,
That's
you know what I mean?
crazy.
All right, so segueing back to Tony and his calm beginnings. So at that, how did you feel at school and in the education system?
School was fine. It was called like a blue ribbon school, which is, I guess, they get nominated or blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I guess it's so-called a good school. I thought the school was all right. It wasn't anything special, but graduated. Of course, I went to NJIT. Like I said, I went in undecided.
Yeah, talking about that. Wait, so you didn't have a major?
I did not have a major. I wanted to do computer
Ah.
science, but then I realized, oh, this is hard.
Yo, nah.
It's like, oh, this is really hard.
That's what
And
made me drop out.
I was like,
actually.
oh, I can't do this.
Would have been a lot of sleepless nights.
Oh yeah, because I heard about like the math courses I had to go up to. I'm like, oh, what? I'm like, I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, nah, I'm cool. And then like on top of math, there was like all the science courses you have to take. I'm like, oh no, this is not gonna work. So after a year and a half, I dropped out and I went to Middlesex.
Middlesex.
That is a county college.
Middlesex County.
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
So,
and then that over there, I majored in fashion merchandising, which is completely different than computer science.
wait. Before Middlesex, where were you?
NJT.
And how long were you there?
NJT was there for a semester and a half.
Okay, so that's like a year and some change.
A year and a half.
No, actually, no.
A year and a half.
Is it a year and a half? Year and a half. See, that's how long we haven't been.
Wow.
I mean, me.
Wait,
And
so
I don't know about Maddie, but at that point, did you feel that you've gained a certain perspective on how your life was gonna be or how life is during your time at NJIT?
I think when I attended NJT, I was still completely lost. I had no idea what I wanted to do. I tried to do like the core courses to try to get into every type of degree, like from IT to computer science. There were I think a couple other majors, but I
It's
don't know.
hard.
It's like at the end of the day, school was never really for me. I just tried to do it because at that point in time, it was the right thing to do. It's like
Mhm.
if you didn't graduate with a degree from college, you weren't going to go anywhere.
Yeah. I feel
So
that.
and I know that now it's very very
different.
different, especially with everything happening. It's like school's expensive. No one wants to go to school. Everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. It's like, but back in early 2000s, that was not the case. You had to go to school.
Yeah. But disclaimer to everybody or whoever's watching now. If you want to go to school, go to school. It may not be for you, but if you feel like, yo, if I can get something going with this degree, then by all means. But if you have like a side thing, which we're gonna get into later with Tone, just feel out life. Life is what you make it. So
I agree.
I dropped out. I'm working at Sold Out, and I'm in a podcast. Mommy, I made it.
yeah. Wait. You gotta give it a. There you go.
No, but I agree. Like if you have the opportunity to go to school and try,
Yeah.
by all means.
Yeah, do it then.
For sure.
How about you, Brian?
Well, I currently.
What are you doing right now?
Currently,
Wait, just real quick, shout out to my parents for paying for my school because I did not owe anything.
Woo!
And very, very fortunate because I've heard about other people being majorly in debt. So
Shout out
thank
to the
you,
people in debt.
parents.
No, but wait, Brian. So out of the three of us right now, Brian is the one in school.
What's up, guys?
Oh yeah, it is. That's true.
Yeah. Where do you go, Brian?
Uh,
God.
I go to Rutgers, New Brunswick. Currently on strike though, so
Currently
Wait,
on
wait,
strike.
wait, on strike?
they're on strike.
This
yeah.
is
Wait,
April.
wait, like the teachers?
like administration,
Everybody.
staff.
So,
April
I
14th.
heard about that. Yeah.
so how do you finish off the school year?
Well, essentially, it's really at teachers' discretion.
It's up in the air.
Yeah.
That's all I
So
know. It's
some
up in the air.
teachers are still holding class. Some teachers are in the thick of it all out there with the students on strike. Really, if you have to go to class, then you got to go to class. For the most part, some teachers aren't holding class, from what I've heard.
So how does that work out because you have like a month and a half left of the semester?
Right.
How about if they just refuse? So what do you get an I for like incomplete?
Well,
Because-
I mean,
Only because you already paid.
Actually,
No,
yeah.
he's
How?
right.
So
Actually,
you
so-
already paid. So
That's
I'm
facts.
actually really curious.
Yeah, that's facts.
What happens with your money?
Well, I mean, it's day 4 of the strike. They've already like opened up negotiations with like Governor Murphy and like all that type of stuff. So everyone's saying that these strikes are supposed to be over sometime soon. No one really knows. Like, there's no concrete answer as to when like this is all going to come to an end. We're all hoping soon. We're all hoping that staff and administration, like everything goes in favor for them. But as of right now, everything's just like up in the air.
That's
Damn.
wild.
That's crazy. Wait, so what's your major?
I major in psychology. Yeah.
Oh, you know that's the first time I actually
A
actually
psychology
told that?
major.
I didn't
I-
realize that.
Yeah,
I told him
never
that.
I never
realized.
actually
I've
even asked you that.
So backstory: Brian started. When did you start?
started back
weeks ago?
in 2 weeks ago. Yeah. No, I think I started back in July because
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh wait,
yeah, yeah, July.
you started here. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
So for a lot of the viewers, if you don't know, we used to be on 633 Newark Avenue. We Houdini'd it and moved to 366 Central. I feel like a lot of people did not know that we moved, and we set up shop literally the morning of opening. Like we put the last pairs on
Oh
the
no,
shelves.
it was the shelves were definitely half empty.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, it was definitely a lot more full, and then people were just walking in like, oh, I didn't see this.
Yeah, because we were putting it out. So if you were here that day, shout out you. That day was a movie.
Oh yeah, everything was on the fly.
Holy, that day was crazy. I feel like all the years that we've all been here, that had to be the craziest day.
Shit, we pulled an all-nighter to get this
We
set up.
did
We put
6
a
days.
whole
No, actually,
all-nighter.
no. What was it?
No,
Was
it
it a
was
week?
like 2 weeks.
It was 2
Wait,
weeks.
was it 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
Yeah, what we do?
Uh,
What we do?
We like literally like took like what two full nights like back to back.
Yeah, this
So,
is
like,
we're talking about like
Inventorying.
yeah. So all right.
hundreds
So
of
the
shit,
way
like,
we had to
trying
do it
that.
was we had to literally every single item in the old store, we had to re-inventory it in a new system. So think about like clothes, shoes, accessories, hats, everything. Every single thing that was inside the store, we had to put it back. So at that point,
and to check it to make
and
sure
to check
like
it, yeah,
quality
and to check it.
control, making sure.
yo, that
markings-
was
oh, man.
nuts. I think we were out, what, at least out of 24 hours, we were here, what, 20 hours?
I think a
19?
good part of your day was
Yeah,
spent
18
here, to be
hours to
honest.
20 hours. And then some of us left to go back home, took a 2-hour nap, showered, and then came back.
Some of us slept here.
Yeah,
Oh,
some
wait,
of us
but-
slept here.
But so just for the record, no other store would have done that
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely
because
not.
so completely re-inventory what
Yeah.
4,000 items.
No cap. We care about the store. We love this store. So at that point, that's why we hope you guys shop with us. So at that, we're your
So-
guys.
So for the main reason why we redid everything was because we wanted the website to be up to date with every single type of flaw that was on the shoe, from a damaged box to like a small scuff. We were writing on a piece of paper of like what was actually wrong with it. It was like I know other stores would have just sold it as is,
Yeah.
but we scuff on sole, glue stains. It's like whatever we saw, anything and everything, because
We're very meticulous. That's what it is.
I like us because we're very forward with things. Like
We're-
we'll tell you,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
if a shirt has a stain before
We'll
you buy,
tell you it
we'll
has a
tell you.
stain.
We'll be like, hey, like look, this store has a stain.
Yeah,
before you buy it."
we're-
like we'll tell you.
We're nitpicky. And I know a lot of people that's probably watching this right now and trying to sell to us, they'll be like, oh, they didn't take this last time. It's because we know that it comes into play where how much stuff we have, this and that. If we feel like we can sell it, if we feel like, yo, it's a white t-shirt and it has sweat stains, Henny stains.
Oh my!
You know what I
God.
mean? Like,
Order
Jimmy-
the order
So
anymore?
this is
Oh,
this is
my
the
God.
one
That's
thing
the
that
worst.
I feel
That's
like this is
the
the one
worst.
thing
Change
that a lot of
deodorants.
our customers don't know. We're on the same boat with you. Your night is probably the same night that we had. So at that, it's just like we
Shit.
know
We
the
probably
shit.
saw you.
Yeah, we
downtown.
probably saw
we
you.
probably
Probably
know-
ran into you.
We
We
know
told you
that
this is new.
we
and
know
we
this
saw
shit.
you with
Like
that item.
we're outside too. So at that, I just like, yo, we keep it real. I was like, yo, if I feel like I can't sell it, then we can't sell it. But at that, we're gonna keep it a buck, and then we're gonna tell you what we're offering, this and that. So hopefully, if we did you right, then we did you right. You felt like,
But
yeah,
I like that you bring that up because I feel like a lot of people don't really realize what goes on behind the
Mm.
scenes. We definitely take a lot of pride in our work and what we're doing
Yeah.
in here day
Heavy.
in, day out. So just to make products readily available to everyone that's watching or anyone who comes into the store, it's a bit of a long process sometimes. It's very meticulous, like Dylan said, but we try to get it out there as soon as we can, just for everyone to indulge in it.
exactly. All right, so going back to tone.
Yeah, we have like ADHD. We're gonna keep
Yeah,
going like
you
all
know,
over the
so-
place. We're
so-
gonna be like, yo, hold on though.
Middlesex County. What you do from there?
So there I graduated with an associate's.
Tough.
I graduated with associates. And I was like, all right, so maybe I can do this. I passed the classes, blah blah blah. I applied to Montclair State. I get in. I try to get the bachelor's there. I did, I think, a year.
Damn, you went MSU?
Yes, and then
Damn,
I
I
was
didn't
like,
know you went MSU.
and then I dropped out again because I was like, I don't want to do this again.
Wait, how long?
A year. A year.
A year.
Wait, but
Damn. Wait,
So-
what major though?
I was trying to get the bachelor's for fashion merchandising.
so did you? Was it when you started majoring in fashion when you got into sneakers, or
No, because so when I was at NJT, I think either my first or second year there, one of my boys hit me up. He's like, "Yo, you want to make some cash?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." He's like, "So what I gotta do?" All you gotta do is wait in line in front of this store called Supreme. And I was like, so I was like, "What is Supreme?" He's like, "It's just a skateboard brand, whatever." It's like, all you have to do,
For the young heads, what year is this?
0203.
Damn. God.
So 0203.
I thought you were gonna say at least like 07, 08.
No,
Just coming to America.
So 0203. You know, you don't have to make me feel old and shit.
Yeah,
But
That's-
they not- they
that's
not-
crazy. People were throwing
Yo, a lot of
bodies
people,
on the line.
real shit. A lot of people think that Tone is younger, and Tone is like our age. He's not.
I'll be
Um,
like, yo, can I talk to your boss? I'm like, and they be like, this guy?
This
I'm like, yeah, you know, that's
This little guy?
That's it,
Nah,
bro.
man. Nah, but he's Big Daddy.
So- So
Pause.
so I camped out at Supreme. Actually fun. So that was when camping out for shoes or whatever maybe it was actually fun. There was no drama. Everybody got along. You know, they spoke to one another. It was more of a culture back then than anything. But you know, I wasn't really part of it yet. I was strictly just doing it for the money.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that first camp out was for the Supreme Dunk High Stars. I got the blue,
Damn.
I got the baby blue ones, and I still remember I got it in a size 9.
Damn.
What is that? Silver
But you were
box?
getting it for your friend,
Silver
right?
box.
Silver box.
No,
How
no,
about
no,
you?
no. I did it strictly just to resell on eBay.
Oh, okay. So this was just for you.
Oh,
No, no,
this is
wait,
when
wait,
eBay
so
was hot.
Your friend.
No. It was not hot.
It wasn't hot?
It was
Not yet.
no. It was.
Oh, no, this
no,
is ISS days.
No, this was the only outlet.
ISS Nike Talk.
Yeah.
So I wasn't part of ISS or Nike Talk because I didn't know about it because I
Ah.
was not part of that yet.
Uh-huh.
This was just me. Yo, I'm in college. I'm broke. How can I make money? He approached me. I did it. I made money. I think I forgot how much I actually bought it for, but I'm pretty sure I sold it for around like $450. I did an auction. I didn't know about buy nows. I didn't know how to operate eBay.
Movie.
But brand new size 9 is like
At least like
And then,
24.
obviously I made my $300 or whatever it may be, and I was hooked.
Nice.
He's like,
So-
hooray.
Hooray.
Is that your biggest come up
You know
in
what? We gotta
sneakers?
edit up. Hooray.
Was that my biggest come up in sneakers?
Yeah, wait. All right, so segueing off that, what's your biggest come up?
Not store wise. Like
Not
a
store
little
wise,
more
like your
personal
Outside
wise.
of that.
wise.
Like we're talking
Pre-sold
all
out days.
personal now.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know. It's like I don't keep track of that stuff. I don't really
You know
care.
what that
It's
means?
like,
He has a lot.
yo, it's like a dollar's a dollar. I don't care. It's like
Nah,
any.
facts.
It's like me. Yo, I can make $20. I can make 40, 50, 60. Yo, profit's profit.
Yeah, I
True.
get
That's
that.
very true.
Yeah,
As long as
Hey,
you're in
yo,
the green.
Yo,
That's all that
especially when you're broke in college, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter what you
true.
make. It's like, yo, if I could go out and go to Applebee's,
Yep.
yo, Red Robin,
Damn, that's
whatever,
hard.
yo, whatever it may be, yo, if I could watch Lord of the Rings at the movie theaters,
Damn. That deserves
I'm
it.
good.
Yo.
I thought it was raining.
I think like you could probably pinpoint where Tony's age is now, just off of like that reference of like Lord of the Rings being in theaters.
54.
Oh yeah,
Nah,
54.
That's crazy.
God damn.
54
All
is
right, so,
crazy.
so MSU, you went for a bachelor's.
I
And then
dropped
what
out because I didn't want to do it anymore.
Okay.
I think I took about a couple years off because I guess I was trying to find myself and I didn't. So I think I was just partying. And you know,
Mm.
it's just a bad.
All right, segue for that. How was the party life?
Tony was a
it's like,
rave.
oh,
Yeah,
no, I know.
yeah.
I got it all out of my system.
Yep.
I went
jeez.
everywhere. I did what was in front of me, and it's done.
There you go.
It's like now I don't feel the need to actually do anything. I've been there, done that. I'm good.
Have you ever seen those ravers where they like trade bracelets?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yo, like,
The crazy thing is, I know what you're saying because
Yeah.
I've seen it. Because I thought it was stupid. You know, no offense.
and
to
then
any
he
of
thought
you.
it was beautiful.
Yeah.
But-
Then I did it.
But when you're in the zone, I'm like,
Yeah, I feel that.
I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, but I still think it's kind of stupid.
All right, so for background, Tom, I don't want to put it out there, but how old are you?
30,
For everybody that's been asking.
Put it in the comments first before.
Yeah, put it in the comments. You gotta guess in the comments right now.
and the magic number is 38.
No, edit that in.
with sparkles.
There you go, 38. So
Going on 39.
there you go. Oh god. All right. No, but coming from the party life, coming from college life, how did you end up with this?
So I think I was partying for, it must have been 7, 8, and 9 years straight. It was like hard partying Thursday, Friday, Saturday, nonstop. I'll get home at 4 in the morning, over and over and over. We would drive out to the city nonstop. It's like all our friends would go. We would go to this place called Park, and then we would hang on LES because that's usually our. Wait. Do you guys know Park?
No, I was gonna say the one in Harrison because we just went to a
Oh
park.
no! Oh no!
no, the one that we just went to.
no,
It's
I've heard
called
of-
Park.
I've heard of Park.
Oh
but-
no!
Yeah.
Oh, no! The park.
No, not the one in Harrison.
Oh no! The
I've-
park that I know about is the one like
in
right.
LES.
No, it's right by the High Line.
Wait, is that the one that closed down? That like
Oh no!
there used to be a bunch of like celebrity sightings there.
No, I
It's
never
not
saw
that one,
one celebrity. Never. But
So
like
nobody-
it's by Tao.
No, it might have closed down. I
And
never
no,
heard of it.
that
I
definitely
never
closed
heard
down
of
before.
So
our
so
time.
yeah, so
Probably
it's like a block or two away from Google or where Google is now.
I didn't even know there was a Google in New York. Yeah, I'm dead
Oh,
serious.
Okay, so
Okay.
so that's where that's where we used to hang
so
out.
all
and
the
then-
OGs in the
and then-
comments
and
right
then like
now.
but
This for
we used to
y'all.
hang out in LES like Chantel
Chantel.
or Hotel
Hotel
Chantel.
Chantel.
Hotel
That's still
Chantel.
there.
That's still there. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
used
that's
to
still there,
we used
still
to hang out in Le Poison Rouge.
Flip
All
it.
right,
Oh,
all right,
Uh,
yeah,
what else is there?
yeah.
And there were a few other spots, but I think those were like the major spots that we had.
Damn, do you see
oh,
that?
oh, and Bob's.
No, you lost me there.
Nah,
man.
Wait.
you lost me,
Bob's-
Bob's.
Bob's-
Oh,
I don't know Bob.
Oh
Who the
no!
fuck is
Oh no,
Bob?
because no. So you go there for reggae,
Mm.
and the girls got down.
Oh, Bob Still. Bob Still. Yeah.
Wait, are you serious?
Nah, don't worry about it. It's
Oh,
alright.
whatever,
I
okay,
guess it's a new age joke.
All right,
Bob
whatever.
Still.
Alright.
Still dogs.
Okay.
All right. Well, so so you got out of the system. How you went through
Oh, yeah,
NJIT,
so
you went through
basically,
Middlesex. How'd you get into
I was on this party run, nonstop partying, but my friends were graduating. I saw people going ahead of me. I felt very left behind. So at the end of the day, I was like, I need to stop doing this. I need to find myself, blah, blah, blah. And then for one reason or another, I chose HVAC because I didn't know like what to do. It was like my parents owned a bunch of properties, so they
Shout
wanted
out
me
HVAC.
to take up like a technical trade so I could, manage the properties. So I did HVAC. Went to Lincoln Tech, graduated 9 or whatever months like the program is.
It's a
or whatever.
9-month program. Let's go.
So,
baby.
So I did that. I got a job immediately after. I got fired a month later because the boss felt some sort of way that I spoke back to him.
Got him.
And the reason why he felt that way was because I spoke back to him in front of his employees.
Got him.
Can you say what
Because-
job that was?
No, because his other employees were non-documented, so they were afraid to speak up. I was like, I didn't care. I was like, yo, I don't need this job. He's like, yeah, I need it, but I don't need it from you.
Yeah.
Got him.
So I basically told him what's up in front of all his employees. I didn't really see at the time that, like, from the look of other employees, I wasn't supposed to really do that, but I did it anyway because it just came out.
Damn. So you unknowingly bitched him.
No, I didn't really try to bitch him. He basically said, all right, you're going to work tomorrow. I'm like, no, I'm not working tomorrow. I already have
Nah, I
plans.
got a rave.
That's
Nah, I
it.
got a rave, bro.
Yeah, so I was like, no, I'm not working. He's like, you got to give me advance notice. And he was like, I got to give you advance notice? I'm like, yeah, that's...
Wait, before that though. So before you did HVAC, this and that, did you have any like petty jobs, this and that?
I was in retail for probably 10 years. Started at Modell's, went to Nordstrom's. Also worked at a diner as like a host.
Damn.
What
comes at you
I
fast?
worked at what else? I worked at
You got a lot though.
I got fired because
All right, we're not getting into that. I remember that. I remember that.
because I got caught reselling.
Wait,
I did not
whoa,
steal.
Yeah.
Wait,
I got
what?
caught reselling,
So
so it was
before-
almost a calling.
So before Tone was reselling, he was technically reselling.
Yeah, so he's like, so well, actually, I'm not even sure. So you might have to actually block out this brand because I'm not even sure if I signed anything. So I'm gonna say it again, but the guy in the background's gonna block it out. So
Shout out Noel.
so basically, they called me. They bought something off my Instagram account.
No, not
I mean,
Instagram.
I'm sorry.
eBay.
No. They bought something off
Instagram
my.
didn't exist.
They bought
yet,
something
old
off
man.
my eBay account. They saw my address. They connected me because I wasn't really thinking. I didn't really know how corporate worked. I didn't know they were trying
Is
to.
that like loss prevention doing that? Though?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I don't know.
That's
but,
crazy. They go that far.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they would, they would test it. They found me. I was posting like a bunch of stuff. So they're like, who is this guy? Blah blah blah. I'm gonna buy something from. Obviously, I had my name, my address. So they matched it up. One day they bring me to the back, and they're like, "Is this you?" They hand me a piece of paper, and I'm like, "Ah, shit."
wait. What was the listing for?
No, because I bought.
For a
They
Coach
would.
bag,
So they would
boy.
have these sales for employees only.
Right.
These sales consisted of it being like 70% off because it's end of season.
Okay.
End of season basically is they're not going to produce it anymore. It's old. It's out. So I would buy it, and me as the hustler as I am, so I was like, no, I'm gonna buy this at full price. I'm gonna have my boys return it for store credit at full price and buy something more recent or a new release, and it worked. And I was doing this for a few months, and then
That's crazy.
I didn't.
That's
know.
entrepreneurial
You found the
thinking.
loophole.
It's like
That
I
is
was
the
like, I
loophole.
found a
Yeah.
loophole. So when I was brought into the back, and they were like, "So we checked your purchase history, and we don't see any of this stuff on there. So how'd you get it?" So I told them, I'm like, "All right, let's go."
Yes, I
It's like I
got
think the first thought in my head was like, oh, "This is
shit.
no." I was like,
That was the stop. I was
I was like,
Yeah,
I was
gotta
like,
get the fuck out of here.
no, I was like, well, they're definitely gonna change the rules after this because. So I told them how I did it, and then they were like,
No. But you said, what was it? All right. So after everything was said and done, and then there was like, yo, but like, in like technical terms, they were like, yo,
You can't.
but just out of curiosity, how the fuck did you do it?
"Yeah, exactly." So they asked me, so I was like, "So I bought X."
No, you had to fucking say it how you said it. You're like, all right.
So I was like, I took a deep breath because you know what? At that point, I knew I was getting fired. So I was like, I have nothing to lose. And they already told me, it's like, we're not gonna. It's like you told us, so we're not gonna like press charges. It's like I don't think they could really press charges because I didn't really steal. anything.
Nah, it didn't.
So I just found a loophole that they didn't know about.
And they're just like, yo, how you do this?
So I told them, I was like, yo, so this is how I did it. You have your end of season sales. I would buy it at X because it's 70% off. I would get my friend Bobby or whoever it may be to bring it back to any store. It could be your store, a New York store, or whatever it may be. Obviously, we will hop around and get store credit on the gift card. And then we'll give it to somebody else to actually buy the item that's more recent and actually has demand. In turn, I would take that item and I'll flip it on eBay. Or I would sell them the bag as store credit because I would tell them this is how it works. And then
Nuts.
It's smart though.
it's like I don't know.
I bet
what-
loss prevention can't be mad about that.
Nah,
It's
they
like-
can't. They be
it's
like,
like-
yo, you got that, bro.
it's like-
you know what I mean?
It's like so they basically asked me after I told them the story. It was like, all right, so you want to leave through the front or the back? I'm like, I'm a little embarrassed. I'll leave through the back.
yep, see? It's all right.
It's
I
like
mean, hey, we're not condoning any stuff like that
it's like
now.
it's like, but again, I didn't steal. It was strictly a loophole. That
was.
It's like that I thought about. I just didn't know how far like
no, you know
corporate
what you
actually
did?
went.
You
Okay,
just,
that's bad, yeah.
No,
he just
no,
worked
you
the
just
man.
You
He just worked
You
the
showed the man, yeah.
man. You showed the man who's
you
the man.
showed the
Yeah,
man.
there you go.
But
All right, so we're about to take a break real quick,
Let
and
it
then we're going to
refill.
get back into it.
And we're back. So basically, I got fired at for reselling. I didn't know. I probably knew it was gonna end up bad, but it did anyway because I needed money. Immediately after, I applied everywhere to Short Hills. I got a call back from Louis Vuitton. I got a job there because they thought I could speak Chinese, which
Oh, so do you lie on the resume?
no, I didn't lie. It's like I said I could speak it. I did not say I could speak it fluently because obviously Louis Vuitton, they have a lot of Asian clientele,
Yeah.
which they expected me to speak to. I didn't speak to any of them. And then after that, I went to Neiman Marcus, worked there for I believe a year and a half, and then I got fired, and then for timekeeping. So I would come in late, and I would clock in early.
Oh, that's called?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, my other job.
I thought it was time stealing. I thought it was time stealing.
Wait. What did I call it?
Timekeeping.
Yeah, it's time.
No,
time-
to all of you, don't time keep. Don't
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
do
that's what
that.
it's
No,
called.
Yeah.
don't do that.
So,
It's not
So
good.
a corporation, they're really gonna track it, especially
Hell
when they
yeah.
want to fire you. Because I knew they wanted to fire me. I'm not gonna get into the reason why, but they wanted to fire me, and then they found reasons to fire me without actually firing me for no reason at all. And then that's actually when I did HVAC. And then after that,
So that was before HVAC.
so that was my last retail job, and then I went to school at Lincoln Tech.
So it's Louis, then Neiman, then
Yes.
HVAC.
Basically, Tony ran out of options. He was like, I gotta make my own business.
Yes, no,
He was like, all right, I gotta make my own store now.
So wait, this is the timeline. This is Tony at age X.
I don't even know how old I was.
So he went NJIT, Middlesex County, MSU.
Oh wait, I think HVAC was around 2011, maybe 2011.
Wow.
Well, I'm still old as shit.
But hey,
So after that.
I'm just kidding.
So
I'm just
after that,
kidding.
fast forward like what, 4 or 5 years down the line? Right?
So what? No, 2012 was when I got talking to trying to open my own biz because my sister was like, "Yo, so this is the only thing that you really stuck with over the years, which was reselling because I was still reselling on the side."
Okay, so yeah,
So-
elaborate on that. So
So I
in
was
between all that.
So I worked at retail, at Neiman's and Louis. I learned from what not to do, so I was still reselling stuff. You can't fire me anymore, so it's whatever.
A lawsuit comes
So I did that, and then I was still reselling shoes. I was slowly getting back into it. I was like, I wasn't really into shoes anymore. So I kind of just lost interest. But my
Reselling
guess-
stuff.
yeah, it's like reselling anything and everything.
Mm.
And then obviously time went by. I slowly got back into shoes, and then I started to resell again. But this was, I think, when Instagram became a thing. So then I started to use that as an outlet.
Wait, what year was this?
I wish I could say. I don't know.
Damn. All right. So at that, if you're not reselling shoes, what were you reselling?
Oh, I resold everything. From Neiman's, I resold I'll get stuff on like 30/30, 30/50 sale. So it was like 30% off, and then you get like 50% off.
That's why he has that mentality. Like,
Come on,
Yeah.
anything
come
that
on, kid.
makes a profit. That's
Yeah.
That's all
literally
it
our
is.
sold out logo. Like,
Yeah.
if we
Yeah.
could make a profit,
Yeah, so-
we'll buy it.
It's like if I could see green, I'm gonna buy it. So I was like,
Yeah.
so like my clients at Neiman's, I would tell them, it's like, yo, so what do you want? It's like there's a sale on this brand, like on Gucci sneakers or Gucci.
What were the
watch.
brands back in the day?
What at Neiman's it was Gucci.
The hot one.
The product cups were huge thing.
And
It's
look
like
at that.
everyone came.
They're coming back.
Everyone came.
full circle,
That-
baby.
that's such a
Everyone
New
came
York
for-
Look
shoe.
at that.
That is such
Everyone
a New
came
York
for-
shoe.
Product Cups?
Yeah,
Yeah.
product cups. It was a
America's
huge thing.
Cup.
What year was this?
Wait, yeah, America's Cup.
Yeah, America's Cup.
What year was this?
It was during the stock market crash. It was at 08.
Damn.
Damn.
And look at it now.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Look
So,
at it
yeah.
now.
Yes,
Still going.
Yeah, stock market crash.
That's
I remember that because
crazy.
I remember all my other associates. They were like, "Yo, this place used to be bumping, but since the market crash because of the housing crisis, basically a lot of people were not shopping anymore because all the people who had money they didn't have money because all their money were in stocks.
That's crazy. You know what
Yeah.
it is?
We were so young. I don't even remember the housing crisis.
Yeah, I was like, what am I? I dozed off. I was like, what was I doing? So I was
What
like,
year was the
eight.
housing
No.
crisis?
I was like, what was I doing
2008.
Oh wait,
2008,
oh wait,
bro?
oh
Oh,
wait,
wait?
oh wait.
2008 is
Oh,
the housing
yeah, I
crisis.
was- we were way too young.
No, but do you remember that like period of time where like Garden State Plaza? Well, obviously it's closed on Sundays, but during that time, they were open on Sundays because they weren't getting like.
because they didn't have the blue law. yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Oh, wait,
Blue
really?
law was already a thing.
Was it really?
Yeah, but the thing is, they were opening Sundays during that like time
Oh,
period.
just to keep up.
Yeah, just to keep up
Ah,
because
got
like
it,
they
got it,
couldn't
got it,
keep
got it,
lights
got it.
on.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
did
yeah.
not know that.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. All right. So
Oh,
all
and then-
that happened.
So my sister had to talk me into opening up a store. Wasn't ready at the time because, so growing up, I know that my parents owned a restaurant. They were working nonstop. I know that if I open up something for myself, I'm gonna be putting in the same amount of hours.
But how old were you then?
Let's see. So, 2012, which was 11 years ago. I'm 38. So,
So
was
you
it
were
27?
27. Damn, 27.
27.
So for everybody that sees that,
It's like, yeah. So yeah, you really don't.
you don't
It's
have
like-
a timeline.
Yeah.
If you feel like, you're at a staggered point, if you feel like, oh, I'm in third year college, I'm a junior in college, I don't know what to do. Take it from this guy. This
No.
guy paved literally how it should be. Cause honestly, I feel like with this whole thing of getting a degree, this and that, yeah, it's great. Like I wish, everybody can get a degree within their means. But if you have something going for you, just go for it. It's like
Stick
that.
with your gut. at
Stick
the
with
end
your
of
gut.
the day.
100%.
Stick with your
yeah.
instinct, but you have to be careful with it. It's a
Be smart.
it's a tricky line because you can't just go and be like, "Oh, I want to be a hairstylist," and then just jump in full on, but not be good at it. So you have to have a passion in what you do. You have to do, the work. You have to put in the hours, and at that, like, shit,
No, for sure.
everything will end up like how it's ending up now.
Even if you don't like college, bro, at the end of the day, it's all about
Oh yeah, it's
connections.
It's
It's all
that-
about connections. It's not even like about being like, passive.
Yeah.
It's like you could be in college and you could make a connection,
a-
and then
it's
you could drop
a-
out because you made that connection.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
It's
and
a
then
1 and
just
2.
prosper.
It's a 1 and 2. The one is like, yo, I have this piece of paper. I'm qualified for this.
And then it's like I know this person.
Hire me.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like, nah, I don't know you. What's your resume? Oh,
Exactly.
what's your portfolio? And then 2 is, oh yeah, yo, I know blah blah blah. I know XYZ. And then it's all my work. They'll be like, all right, cool. Start next week.
Yeah. And that's more
And
powerful. I feel like
that's-
that's more powerful. Too.
That's
I
what
feel
it
like
is.
that's more
No,
Networking.
it's always about who you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel
for
like
sure.
that's more powerful.
I think
than
that's
just
more
having a
important
paper.
than
Networking is the biggest thing right now in this day and age. And right now, 2023, that's all it is. Everybody's on their phones. Everybody's doing this and that. So if you feel like you're at a staggered point in your life and you're in college, yo, just, network, communicate with people. Just be free and just see how life
Social
is.
media makes it a lot easier to do that. It's really just a
Yeah,
hub.
but it's a downfall at the same time because it's just like, yo, like, I'll be one way on social media, but in person, I'm another way.
No, but think about it like this. Like you said it earlier. Like there's something you really want to do, and there's something you're passionate
Oh
about.
yeah, do
like,
it. No,
Yeah,
100%.
Don't half
Yeah.
commit. Like don't
Go
half-ass your way.
full send it.
For sure.
100%. Just do it.
Yeah.
So as Tony was saying, so how
No,
did we get
so-
here?
So again, so going back to where I left off, I knew that I was gonna have to put in a certain amount of hours I was not ready for, but I think it took like my sister about a week or two to try to talk me into it because I knew I was gonna do 60, 70, 80 hours a week to try to make it
Damn.
actually succeed.
Damn.
I was solo, finding employees was hard to find. I didn't know how to do it. It was like I was brain into it. I was never a boss for myself.
Yo,
So
we gotta get into that test.
we gotta get into that. Yeah.
So basically, I opened up the store. I think me and my dad like renovated. Shout out to him.
And where was this?
Highland Park, New Jersey, and
Tough.
the store was actually called Sold Out NYC because
It was like deep.
Oh,
yeah, no,
Wait,
it was deep.
But
It
you
was
have to realize this. What year was this?
2012, 2013.
This is the time where everybody who put NYC behind their store was
Beca-
the shit.
This
no,
was peak.
no,
this
because
was peak
nobody
sneaker.
knew. It was like, yo, I tell you, I'm in Jersey. They were like, yo, where's that?
Where the fuck is Jersey? This
Exactly.
is when it's the the high line of this shit. You know what I mean? It's more of like, wait, what?
What? What about it? This?
Oh, the hat. Yeah. So our guy Noel was telling us the hat.
So,
Wait,
so
shout out Noel for editing all this.
all right. So basically, I
This
have
is
a
the hat.
This is the first hat I ever made for the store. We came up with the logo. It was like me and my boy Lester Munoz. Yo, shout out to him. We actually met up in I think we met up in a diner in Newark. Spoke about this. We had like
Tops.
like a moment, and we were just talking about it over and over again. So this came about. This logo that he made with the S, and obviously you may or may not see, but right here, NYC. But the store was actually located in Highland Park, New Jersey.
Yo.
And on top of that, on the bottom, NYC.
He said, "Wait, I wasn't enough. Yo. We gotta put a little bit more, bro."
Right here.
Wait, but no, at that time though, that's when like the underbrim, you printing on the underbrim was crazy.
I know, it was-
All
it
this,
was-
like-
it was
it's
okay.
like Kid
Wait,
Robot. Kid
yo,
Robot.
Is that
Show-
like
no,
a
no.
1 of 1, or you made multiple?
Oh no! I think we made 50 of these hats.
50.
Damn.
Whoever got that,
Yo,
Yeah,
this
it's like
Yo,
I.
that's
this is-
fucking-
It's like
archive sold out.
yeah.
So
What year is that?
2013, I think 2013, 2014 ish.
That's crazy.
that's crazy.
That's
So I remember that we also had I guess a slogan which was "Made for a Reason." The whole thing behind that was I was made for something else rather than working a corporate job or whatever.
Like that.
So I was like,
Honey.
and this was like something kind of like motivated me in the back of my head. But obviously, over the years, I kind of let go of the slogan.
Nah, 100% sold the slogan.
But
Man, for a reason. That's why you have all of us here.
You also got the Roman numerals on here.
yo.
What's that all about?
Hey, bro.
I believe that means 2013.
It means 47.
It's like I didn't graduate from college, so I don't know.
Oh my god.
Nah, but all right. So coming from that, all right. So you opened up in Highland Park.
I was there for maybe 3 to 4 years. One of my partners that I went to high school with, I met him in, I believe, seventh or eighth grade. He approached me. He stopped by the store, and he basically offered me. He was like, "Yo, if you ever want to partner up or expand, yo, let me know." I'm not gonna say his name because he's more behind the scenes. He wants to be undercover, so I'm not gonna.
We know
talk
this
about
guy.
him.
Do we know this guy?
Yeah, you do.
Our guy.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
we
Our
love
guy,
that guy.
man. He's a
This
great
is our
guy.
We love
Yeah.
that guy. We love that
Yeah,
guy.
so-
Great dude.
So
Love that guy.
basically, he approached me, and I was like, "All right,
Shout
let's
out
make it
that
happen."
guy.
So let's so we created the new LLC, which was sold out JC LLC instead of sold out NYC LLC, because that happened, and we started to look for a piece of commercial space. I believe back in 2015. Took us, I think, a year and a half to actually find or lock one down because back then. There were no sneaker stores or no consignment stores in Jersey City. But me, I kind of knew where the real estate was going. And this was where I wanted to be because I saw Brooklyn,
Oh.
I saw Manhattan.
Yeah.
Everything blew up over time. And
Hold
I
on.
kind of knew that it was going to expand out.
Can you touch on that? The
What?
way you got into real estate, because honestly, till this day, it's still a big thing to me. I was like, yo.
So how I got into real estate was because my parents did it. They were immigrants. They immigrated here from China. They worked their way up. I think my dad started out as like a busboy. I'm not sure what my mom did, but I know that after being a busboy, him saving up, they finally opened up their own Chinese restaurant. That was a thing for as long as I could remember. Like literally from the day I was born, as long as I could remember.
Childhood days.
Obviously, my sister could probably pinpoint exactly when they started because obviously they were helping them in the restaurant. But over time, they would save up and they would buy real estate. They owned the building that they resided in from the restaurant that I could remember. I'm not sure if they owned any restaurants prior to that, but they owned the restaurant and the property
building.
in Passaic, New Jersey.
And then how did that move to like, go into Jersey City?
Well,
Blah,
it's
blah,
like
blah.
I wasn't really. It's like I didn't really understand it back then. I was still a kid, but I know that we moved to North Brunswick. they bought a place in Somerset, which was the other restaurant that they own. So they moved after we moved. That's where they opened up. They bought property in New Brunswick, which is the college town. So there's actually three pieces of property.
Yeah, look at this guy. This guy is.
So there's 3 pieces of property in New Brunswick. There's a
Shout out
couple
New Brunswick.
in Edison. And
Damn.
yeah, so they
There's a lot.
They own a bunch. And basically over time they kind of instilled in me, this is basically our retirement plan.
This is the plan.
Yeah, this is the retirement
Yeah.
plan, and that's why like I tried to do HVAC, which I failed because
But
like to this day, people ask me, it's like, yeah, didn't you go to school for it? I'm like, I don't know a single thing about that.
But no, at that point, I feel like it's more like you try to do your own thing. You know,
Yes.
you try to break off and be like, yo, I'm going to do my own thing. But at that, you saw how successful this plan was from your family. And at that, it
Well-
just led you to.
Well, just remember, it's Asian parents, so when they
Oh, yeah.
so when I told them I want to sell shoes, you already know. It's,
Wicked.
It was
Sorry,
like-
boys. I don't know if you
it's like-
understand, but
No,
So-
but
it's-
like, if I were to tell my parents right now, like, I don't want to go to school, I just straight up want to sell sneakers.
oh, yeah,
I
it'd be a
would,
wrap.
I would
Yeah.
probably get disowned.
Oh,
Mom
no.
still thinks this shit is crazy. She
Yeah,
still thinks
no,
like you're like.
Oh,
you're
no,
not doing anything
because
else in this?
it's
I'm
wicked.
my parents
Yeah.
actually told me to not go to school and open up a
Yeah?
business. They
Oh,
told me
that's
to not
good
go
they
to school
encouraged it.
and actually open up a
Nah.
open up a restaurant, but
I get
didn't
it,
know anything
though.
about opening a restaurant.
It's realistic thinking, but at that point, you just have to feel like, yo, I'm here in this country. I feel like I need to do, you know.
it's like I do not regret going to school. It's like I made like connections.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
still friends with
100%.
people from back then to today. So it's
Yeah.
like 20 years of me knowing everyone, and like these people are great. They're good people, and I'm glad that they're part of my life.
I feel like school is a learning experience for life, not even for
Oh no,
what
no,
you
I-
want to do.
I
It's just for
completely
life.
agree
Yeah.
because
It's
half
for
the
life.
people who
Yeah,
graduate with the degree, they don't even do that.
they hate their job. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm fucking sorry. No, legit.
It's
I
like
feel
it's like no, but that's not for everyone. It's like
it's not for everyone. If you
It's-
got it, you got it. But if you don't, and you're like still wandering around the place, like you're just like, damn, bro, like what am I doing with my life?
Well,
But at that point, when you find shit like this, like, you're just like, yo, like I fucking love this. You know, like I want to do this. I want to be here. I want to do this full time. So you gotta do what you gotta do.
but this was never in the cards.
It wasn't.
It was. It literally. There was so I didn't state this, but the property that I first opened my store at in Highland Park was owned by my dad. It was vacant for a few months, so he was like,
Huh.
"Why don't you just use it?" So it was a so
It was a
they-
gateway.
Yes, so I was given the opportunity. I took it, and obviously, my dad was giving me a really good deal.
Yeah.
mhm.
So,
Just a beautiful story.
No, and the lie, you just gotta work for it.
no, yeah,
No,
for
no,
sure.
it's like
She
no,
did.
it's like, yeah, I appreciate it. It's like obviously we still like bump heads, but that's just father and son. Like,
That's
like
how it is.
yeah,
So-
is what it is.
Besides your like father and your sister, who else would you say really pushed you to like open up shop?
No, I would say that's it. It's like because
That's
no,
it.
because my sister really, she was the one who really talked me into it. It was my oldest sister. I'm not gonna say her name, but it was my oldest sister. She talked to me about it, and she was like, yeah, I think even like to this day we still talk about it. Like I was the one who actually talked you into this, and
Yo,
and,
you're
and,
the
and,
reason why I'm here.
and
I'm
And I know
because
it
of
is.
Tony's
Yeah,
sister.
no,
Yeah,
legit.
it's like I know
Yeah.
it is because if she didn't really talk me into it,
You would
I was like, I don't know what I would be doing.
all
right
right, so
now.
backtrack from this whole conversation. If you weren't doing this now,
I don't know.
genuinely, what do you think?
I
you'd
don't
do?
know. It's like
Yeah?
I have no idea. It's like
That's
He would have been in
It's
back
like-
of course flipping other stuff.
but I feel like this was always
crazy.
there because like
That's
this is what I
crazy.
enjoyed. I always enjoyed hustling. It's like not my parents like really hustled. It's like I never saw them like
no,
trying
but
to
you had
just-
that drive.
Yeah,
in
it's
you,
like no,
you
I
know?
think it was just a mentality of mine that was always there. It's like, but I never thought anything of it.
but it seems like working. I mean, you said you worked at your parents' restaurant for some bit.
No,
so-
it's okay. Let me.
I
So
mean-
so before my sisters see this, I didn't really work there. It's like don't
gotta come
it's
like
it's like
that.
it's like it's like it's like
Lying,
it's
bro.
like it's like don't get me wrong. You know, so in Chinese culture, I'm the boy.
You have to
So
work
so
it.
no, I was
No, he's like
I
they're more
was
favored,
I was
right?
the golden child. I was the golden child, so I didn't really work. It's like
All
I
the
may
hope
have
was put
worked
on him.
every I may have worked every now and then. It's like
Yeah.
I think I did work at one point at my parents' second restaurant, but that was only because Final Fantasy came out. I wanted to buy a PlayStation, so I worked as much.
Wait,
I
so
wo-
you got paid?
Yes,
You got paid at your parents' restaurant?
and my sisters didn't.
Oh. Yo, okay, so we'll be editing that in post, so they don't
All
see
right, so
that.
yeah, we're not putting that in. That's
We'll be editing that
Yeah,
in
so-
post.
but yeah, so but it's like, but I told them it's like yeah, it's like I work, but they wanted me to start working, so it's like that's what I did.
So you're gonna tell me that sold out happened, Highland Park, and then
Oh yeah, and
you
then
met-
and then
you
the
met-
and then the partner came,
you met the partner,
and then so we searched for a place for a year and a half,
and it ended up.
and we were about to sign places on I think one or two other properties, but it didn't go
Where?
through.
Where,
It was
where?
actually
I want to know.
it was the ice cream shop on the corner of Jersey Ave. It's like
And?
the block over from Grand. I don't know what that is. Is that a corner?
Fuck off from Grand.
It's a block over from Grand. It's like basically going towards Newark. It's the block over from Grand.
This is still in downtown?
I don't know if it's still open.
Oh.
Wait, Grand.
But-
Block- wait.
So okay.
Grand.
So whatever it may be, we were trying to sign the lease because we liked the spot. In reality, it's like we wanted to be in downtown so bad that we were trying for a year. It didn't really happen because everywhere the rent was insane. We were trying to negotiate a lease. We thought we were going to sign it. Our agent was trying to go back and forth. And basically, the owner of the building / agent of the building
Ah.
ghosted us because she did not want to sign the lease. So we couldn't get an answer or whatever it may be.
If you're a realtor, don't ghost your
Yeah.
clients.
So no.
Imagine getting ghosted on by a girl.
Don't
and then getting
ghost them.
ghosted on by a
We
realtor.
were not their client. Our realtor was trying to talk her
to
into
the okay,
to make a
got it,
release.
got it. So it's a proxy.
Yeah. No,
There's a
well,
pro-
because two agents got to talk or whatever it
Yeah,
may be.
proxy,
And
proxy.
I guess she
Got
wa-
it, got it.
It's like she wasn't down with the terms, and et cetera, et cetera. So I still remember everything. Like we had an idea. It's like at the end of the day, Newark Ave actually worked a lot better, only because the spot on Jersey Ave was actually relatively small. It would have been cool because
Mhm.
the stock room would have been kind of exposed because there was like a huge window. Because that was
Yeah.
like so. I guess
you remember that?
because it was an ice cream shop, and
Oh.
basically you could see the people making ice cream
Oh no,
behind the
never
window.
mind, no. There's a different spot.
Yeah, I was like,
I was like, but okay.
So
you-
so
you went
basically,
there.
like almost across the street from Beer Garden, but not really.
Beer garden.
On Grand Street.
That's a good.
if the
that's a good
com-
area.
Yeah.
If the viewers know where Beer Garden in Jersey City is,
But we also wanted to be there because there was that
Meet us
huge
up.
parking lot in that area before all.
oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so before
There?
yeah, so before
Oh,
all those
wow. Damn.
apartment buildings were built, there was
Uh-huh.
a huge parking lot there. So I'm
Damn, yeah, I know
it's
what
kind
you're
of
talking
perfect because there's a parking lot
Wow.
that people could use. So so that
Damn.
was the original spot, and then we got ghosted, blah blah blah, and then
Shit.
so we
But that's a good choice though. That was a really good choice.
we liked it because there was a light rail,
Yeah.
there was
Ooh.
parking, so we
Yeah.
thought about all that stuff
What it could have been.
like before,
Damn.
That's
No,
crazy.
and
that's a
obviously we
good
wanted
ass
to be in
spot.
downtown.
I
et
get
cetera, et
it.
cetera.
Yeah. But all our viewers now is, if you fucked with us at 63 Newark,
It's like
That's our-
so
that's home base.
633 was a complete risk.
that
It's
was
like,
a home base.
633 was a up and coming neighborhood. Journal Square, when we even looked at the place, I think there were maybe 4 or 5 businesses open on the entire block. So there was a post office,
Really?
there was a labor, where people find jobs like day of.
Yeah.
There was
the
a,
workforce.
and there
thing.
was that old school bar,
You
there was
know,
that old school
as
barber
in-
shop that was across the street from us. Old school barber shop. Yes.
I
And-
came in.
and the
When I
more-
came in, I was
and the
there
more
when I saw
cigars.
that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so and then
yeah.
and I forgot like what other. Oh, and then that bar that has been there for 100 years.
Yeah. And what's the
No,
sandwich
no.
spot? Was the
Huh?
sandwich spot?
Oh, Maloney's.
Oh,
yes.
Shout out
And-
Maloney's.
and Maloney's.
Ah,
So
shout out
Maloney's.
Maloney's.
So those were
Buffalo
that's
chicken.
all that was there.
Ah,
But,
man.
It was being
Damn.
so the owner was trying to rent it.
I miss Maloney's.
and
Heavy was good.
so the owner was trying to rent it. The backstory of it all that we found out like a year and a half later was that she was not supposed to rent the property at all because she was under a court case.
Damn.
So a lot of things fell into place that kind of made
Yo,
this all happen.
all the viewers are getting the juice right
So-
now.
Yo, y'all getting the juice? We get the juice. This is the first time
Yo,
we're finding out too.
holy, we getting the
We are as
juice.
surprised as you
So,
are.
I
You gotta
remember-
subscribe to
speechless.
this.
I'm
Get the
speechless.
juice.
So I remember
Holy.
the owner of the building. Her name was
No,
no,
don't say
no,
the
no,
name.
no,
no,
I'm
we
not
don't-
gonna-
no,
I'm
no,
not-
no,
I'm not-
no,
I'm
no,
not gonna
no,
say her name. I'm not gonna say her name. But basically, there was a court case between the owner, which was X, and then somebody who was supposed to be the owner of the building, or they were supposed to buy the building, but the deal never went through. I'm not sure what happened or whatever it may be, but I'm not going to talk about it because it may be bad.
Yeah,
And
fuck that.
it's like I think I know what happened, but I'm not going to talk.
All
About
right, segue to that. So you went to 63.
it. Okay, and
How'd it go?
we saw the place. It was a perfect layout.
What year
Me-
was this?
16. 2013. No,
16.
No, 2016. I think it was 3 months prior. So we opened up in May. This was probably around April, or
Okay.
or like March, April.
And we're in April right now. So it's
So March,
13?
What?
April, 2016.
So we're closing in on what?
Yeah.
7 years?
Yeah,
7
yeah,
years,
7
yeah.
years.
So,
No,
yeah,
no.
7 years.
7?
No, this would be
No, 10.
no
No
because
way.
no. So the store opened up in 13.
Oh, 10.
10 years.
A
Whoa,
decade.
no, no,
A
no,
decade.
now it's
From-
13. Okay, yeah.
From Highland. From
Yeah.
Highland, right?
Yes.
13. 13 was in Highland. So
So this would be
16
so
was
this would be 10 years
Sold
Overall.
out.
overall.
But
So
me working for myself, but the actual
A decade of sold out. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
damn, that's crazy.
Crazy.
That's
It's
wicked.
good too.
Holy.
A lot of stores don't make it this far.
Yeah,
That's good.
Oh,
That's
God.
true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
All right. So end up at 63.
so
What's
we
going
so
on?
we walk in, kind of the perfect layout. You know, it was a rectangle. So we knew what we could do with it.
That fucking
Uh-huh,
rectangle.
uh-huh. It's like
I
it's,
miss
it's,
that
it's like
rectangle.
so rectangle. You know, we could put the. Is that it? Oh, okay. So we could.
We just got notified. We have
40
40
minutes.
minutes
All right,
left.
so we're gonna
Take it
cut it.
off.
We're gonna keep on
Okay,
going.
all right, so I'm
Bro,
gonna go through this real quick. So basically, we see a rectangle. We're like, blah blah blah. It's like I don't really like the drop ceiling, so it's like, so we asked one of the other guys, the third partner that you may not know about. You never see him because he's off the map. We
Great guy.
basically ask him like because he's more in tune with all this stuff about like
Shout out my
construction,
guy.
like construction, what can be done, what can't be done.
Yes.
So we're like, so basically he's like, let me get a ladder. So he pops open, drops, and he's like, there's like another good 5 feet up there. So he's like, we could get tall ceilings, and I see like the tin ceiling. So it's like we could do something with it.
Wait,
If-
hold on. Before you go away, our guy, the OSHA boards. That was his idea.
It was his idea. I wanted the rustic look,
So, but it
and
was his idea.
then that's what he thought of.
So
I
the
think-
OSHA boards.
Yes.
Shout out the OSHA boards.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
You know,
yes,
you know what's
yes,
funny?
yes,
a lot of
yes,
people
yes.
who work in like construction, they come and look at the OSHA boards. They're like, "This is really expensive wood."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody-
Like,
Oh, no,
someone
no,
came
no,
in.
no,
We're
no,
like,
no,
"Ah,
no,
this
no.
shit's great.
That is like grade 8 wood. It's
I
like,
love
it's
this OSHA
insane
board.
because
Shit lasted.
just,
Yeah.
just
Look
keep
at
in
it.
mind, OSHA boards is basically the same boards that they use for construction.
So if you guys know, if you come into the new store now, the OSHA boards are the same OSHA boards that we had in the old store.
Yeah.
That's how good
Yeah.
it is.
So it's like-
Damn, that's
so
crazy. I didn't
OSHA
realize
boards
that.
are like they're graded or whatever it may be. These are the same boards that people use in construction, so people could walk on them so they don't fall through.
Oh,
So they're like,
on scaffolding.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
Damn, tough.
yes.
All right, so go.
That's crazy.
So that happens. You get 63.
So it's like we signed the lease. It's like we negotiate the lease. Everything's good. We got a banging deal. It's like I don't know if I should.
Are you willing to disclose
Nah,
that number?
no,
do you
no,
want
no,
to? Do you really want to do
Yeah,
that?
it's like-
disclose it. You have to
It's,
disclose
like
it.
it's like I don't know. It's like
You want to
Okay.
do over under?
all right, sure. Let's go. Oh, over
Alright.
under.
Over
Oh, damn, it's gonna be
There you
hard.
go.
Because I know that property is
over
definitely-
2.
Over 2 what though? 'Cause I
Yeah,
don't know.
over
200.
Oh, 200,000 over 200,000.
No. Rent. Remember, we
Oh,
rented
rent.
first.
Oh, okay.
Let's
All
make-
right, so
yeah. Well, first off, if I could get a
1,200.
property,
oh wait, no,
no,
I
no,
think
no, it's,
no,
definitely, it's definitely over.
I think I understood. No, I think I know this.
Okay, what is it? Hey, you can say
Over
it.
under?
Yes,
Over 18?
it was over 18,
Over 4.
under 4. All right,
Wait,
that's it.
what?
That's all you get.
Under 4.
So over 18, under 4. That's it.
Okay.
Over 18, under 4.
All right, so it was a really
Figure
good
it out.
deal.
Oh, I remember.
So it was a really good deal. We signed it. We had a 5 with option of 5, which means for those of you who don't rent, it's 5 years in that we have to do, and then after 5 years in, we have our option of actually continuing for another additional 5 years.
Oh, okay.
And then that's what we did. I think a year and a half later, they went through the whole court process. The person who actually owned the building, she lost. And
Shit.
then a new owner took over. I think a year and a half later, they were trying to find a buyer. We were interested. I saw where Jersey City was going. Remember, Journal Square is still
Growing.
growing.
It's going.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
was-
just new.
it's like-
It's just new,
it's like-
right?
but
Basically,
It's like,
Yeah,
it's like, it's like
yeah.
so everything you see now in Journal Square is not there. There was
Fast
no,
track.
there was
yeah.
no new courthouse. It's like all these
That's
high
what I-
rises. It's
yeah.
like those 3 new towers. It was not there. It
We
was-
were in the gutter
yes
at 63.
and this was it's like everyone who found us, they were like, "Yo, you guys are in the cut." I'm like,
Yeah,
and,
no,
and,
facts.
and the crazy part is, Newark Ave is a main street,
yeah,
but
facts.
nobody went on that part of the Newark
But
Ave.
everybody that knows who was in Journal Square around 2018 to 2020 before COVID, it was a shit show. So at that point, you can't find parking, you can't do this, you can't do that because
It's even worse now.
it was literally a project plan for everybody to get the fuck out of there, and then they built something new. Hence Journal Square 1, hence the new courthouse building, all that shit. So at this, when we moved here, I feel like you have to segue to that. How do you feel like we moved to the new spot and how everything is going now?
I don't know. This place is amazing. It's like I love this. It's actually more of a downtown. There's foot traffic, there's
lot.
parking, and there's revolving like car traffic. So people park, they do what they got to do, they run an errand, and then they leave. So it's like in Journal Square, when people park there, it was 9 to 5.
Yeah.
It's like no one moved.
it
was-
Whoever parked there had a DUI because everyone in the courthouse was got arrested.
Well,
for some bullshit.
no, because
like-
Maddie knows. So Mateo knows.
Yeah.
How was it back at 36? Oh no, at 63.
it was like
At first, like when you first got there,
when I first got, it was slow. It was still very slow.
it
but
was still
then-
very slow.
It was still
right?
very slow. It would be
Slow.
like days I'll pick up, but here constantly there's a lot of foot traffic going on all the time now.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
like-
like that you guys bring that up. What was your like client base predominantly like when you guys were back in Newark? Was it just
no, it was
strictly Jersey
very
City?
random. It's like
It
we
was
it's like
random as
it's like
fuck.
people.
Really random.
It's like no one walked past the store. It's like if you knew about us, that's the only way you would come to us. And
Right.
I think because of that, even with that, I'm surprised that the store had as much traffic as it did. It's like
Damn, yeah.
it was literally like we were one of 5 stores open on the entire block. No one knew about us. If you, it's like you would literally have to find us on Instagram or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Even people who find on Instagram like, "Yo, where do you park here?" I'm like, "Bro, nowhere."
We can't even find
Because
parking.
nah, low key though, real shit. Shout out to the OG team. You know what I mean? So, Tone, me, you, Ant. Shout out Ant. Shout out Fine Curate. Shout out Ant. That guy, yo, he really like
Oh no,
he
like
pushed it. He pushed it to the
and
boundaries.
definitely,
Yeah, he pushed it to
It's-
the
it-
boundaries. Nah, shout out Ant.
yeah, it's like he definitely set everything up.
He
It's
pushed
like,
it to the boundaries because at that point he brought in some people that, you know, I'm still cool with today. I'm still cool with this and that. But yeah, shout out Ant. That guy, he really put it on. So he
Would y'all
started
like
off.
to see him on the next podcast? Let
Yeah,
us know down
he-
below.
He put it.
That's a
He
good-
put
that's a
it. He
great
put it
callback.
on. You know what I mean? He put it on at the start because I got there a year later than when Ant got there. So at that he started the whole role, and I just followed his role.
I feel
at
like he's from Jersey City, so he knew how to interact with it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So you know, shout out Jersey City.
So it all worked
Yes,
out.
sir.
It all worked out at the end.
Everything
lived on it.
It
worked
worked
out.
out.
So obviously, basically a year and a half into the new owner, they wanted to find. Actually, they didn't advertise that they were selling. We basically approached them and said, "Yo, do
Would
you
you
want
be
to
willing to sell?
Yeah, and then they
Yeah.
gave us a price. It was over market, but for that part of town, you had to buy now before
get it.
people. Well, before the city starts planning around it. Because if you buy when the city starts planning around it, it's already too
You're
late
fucked.
because everybody knows where
Yeah.
it's headed, and then all the developers want to get in already. It's like right now,
yeah,
there's
you're
that.
fucked.
There's the new courthouse. The old courthouse is going to be torn down and turned into a park. Next to the courthouse, there's like a 30-story building.
Yeah, no,
Across the
it's
street
wicked.
from that plot of land that's going to be a 30-story building, it's going to be another 30-story building. Then there's the 3 towers.
Yeah.
And then there's all these other stuff that's going on right across the street from the path. That whole area
It is
is
fucked.
redeveloped.
And that's why I feel like, especially with now, in this year, a lot of people are trying to be a realtor.
Oh yeah, it's
Everybody's trying to sell property. Everybody's trying to do this, but not going into that. You're doing what you got to do. You do how you do it. But damn, everybody has to adapt. We're all changing.
Yeah.
It's all changing time. So at
We're
this
adapting.
point, we're adapting.
We're adapting.
We're adapting. So at this point, Mr. Two Chens, how do you feel that at this point in time, how is the store going, and how do you feel like you can excel harder?
I feel like I'm happy to make it over a decade. That's a huge accomplishment on my own. It's like
crazy. Wait, I didn't even realize.
Well, I
that.
mean,
Like, it is crazy.
That's
It's a-
It is
crazy.
crazy. I've been
It's a
telling
lot to
people like,
say.
oh, we've been open like 6 years, 7 years. But
It's like-
I've been
hold on,
saying
hold
the
on,
same
hold on.
thing.
We gotta give a little.
Oh, wait,
But-
no.
Wrong one.
Ah,
But it's like we always spoke about expanding, but we never wanted to kind of dilute the customer service because I think that a lot of people know us for the customer service aspect, and I enjoy being known to actually help people when they come in. Like they greet
Yeah.
at the door.
yeah.
We actually help them. We actually answer emails. We actually have a phone line. It's like
yeah,
there's a lot involved that other stores. It's like no offense to anyone. It's just how we do
No,
things. Like I
yeah.
came from a retail
I
background, so
feel
that's
like
just what I
this
know.
is the
No, no,
difference
yeah, for
between
sure.
us and everybody else.
I think we set sort of like a precedent
yeah.
before anyone was even around.
we
and
care about people.
Yeah, and I
That's
feel
it.
like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
care about people. I know
Yeah, I
you guys
try,
care
yeah, I
about
try,
people.
yeah.
I mean,
I try.
at this
I
point,
try.
no. I mean, at that point, I'm just like, yo, if I feel like I see the same person three times max in the same week, I'm just like, yo, like, you're really messing with us. At that point, I'm just like, all right, cool. I always want to.
We really get closer to clients. Like with clients. That's the thing.
It's like
we-
when times are slow and the hours are slow, like I have the time to really connect with that client. I have the time to really connect with that customer. So at that, I'm gonna give you my full 100%.
Oh no, there's actually been there's certain clients that actually invite us out. Like, you want to go? I go grab a drink. There's
we've
Exactly.
had clients when we've
100%.
gone down.
Yo,
We go down. We
people
go out a
people
lot,
that buy
and
us
we see
drinks,
clients.
Yes.
Going
And
back
we-
to that, yo, you see us outside, bro.
We've
Yo,
had
we're
clients like
outside.
offer us like, oh, yo, like let me buy you a drink, like yo,
Yeah,
appreciate
what's
you.
up? No,
We'll
at
buy
that
them a
point,
drink, like
If whoever
vice
is watching
versa.
this that messes with either me, Mateo, Brian, Tony, like, yo, we appreciate everything, bro. Like,
sure, for
I
sure.
fucking love that. It's at that point, it's like you guys are my brothers to me. You guys are my sisters to me, that type of thing. So
That's what makes this job not feel like a regular like mall job.
Oh,
or, like, something
no.
like that. It makes us
It's
feel like all right, like
100%.
we're doing something. Like we're actually like
we're changing.
like we're connecting
changing
with people. It's not like
how this stigma is between being an actual like retail store. Because when people ask us, this type, and that type, we're not a retail store.
Well,
We're-
no,
We're
I think
not.
We're very different.
We're
Yeah,
very,
we're very
different.
different.
We're very different in the sense that we're a consignment shop. We don't have that same business model, but we all have retail backgrounds. We know
Oh, yeah.
what it takes
100%.
to
I think that's the main difference. Is that I started out as an employee. I knew what I wanted, and then obviously I learned from my bosses, managers, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I try to bring everything in because I always ask for you guys' opinions. I want you guys to be part of it.
Yeah.
And I'm at the age where I'm kind of out of touch, so I would need to ask,
No, you're
like
not.
you guys, like it's like what's popular and stuff like that.
No, but you hone it in. The same thing with me is like I'm older than Tony.
What?
I feel
No, I'm not older than Tony. Shit.
geez.
I'm
What?
younger than Tony. Yo, cut that out. Cut that out.
Joking.
No, I'm younger than Tony. But the thing is, I feel like I've been on the same type of ride. I was like, yo, I feel like I've learned between so many of my other coworkers in my past jobs. I've learned between here, and then the most I've learned was at this job. So at that, it created a point where I'm just like, all right, cool. Like, this is how I have to live my life. This is how I have to live my lifestyle. You know, like I have to be truly myself and truly like what I want to do, especially being around you guys, you know, like you guys are fucking great. So at that, I'm just like, damn, bro, I don't have to worry. You know, this is it. So at that, it really, this job, this store, it teaches you so much. Not even on the aspect of work, but it teaches you on the aspect of life. So at that, you know, kudos to you guys. I love you guys.
Love you.
Yeah, shut up, man.
No, there's a lot more. I mean, there's a lot more freedom and individuality when it comes to like, you know, a job like this. You know, you definitely get to express yourself a lot more. Opinions are definitely heard. It's not like a corporate
yeah.
job where it's like
No,
you're following a handbook and like, and I feel like that's what really attracts more people. You know,
yeah.
it's not our interactions here.
Because we resonate with people.
Yeah, and our interactions
We
here aren't
resonate
very
with people.
transactional. You know, it's
Yeah,
like you
it's
see
not
us,
transactional.
you
We
see us-
resonate with
yeah.
people. We care about what they're doing at the end of the day.
right?
You know what I mean? So at that, it's just like, damn, bro, like you my guy, you're my guy, you're my guy. Come back. That type of thing. It's always gonna be the same type of love. You know what I mean? So at that point, 2 Chance, what do you feel like is gonna be the future for Sold Out?
Well, we've been talking about opening my second store, but it's always in the back of our hands. But I don't know if it's ever going to happen. I just had a kid.
Wait. Back to that. What did you just have?
A child.
No, we're still gonna
A child,
We're
a
still gonna use the buttons.
All right, so I just had a child, and I don't know if I could. I don't want to overextend myself. I want to be. I should be, and I want to be a father that has.
But you,
What you have? You just had a child.
Yes. So I just had a
Congratulations.
child,
Yes. If
and
you don't know.
I don't know if I want to overextend myself. I'm taking time away from work. I used to work like nonstop. So and I used to.
Yeah,
It's
nah.
like, and it's like, don't get me wrong. I still enjoy working. I still enjoy coming to the store, and I still do. And that's the main reason why I think like this store is what it is today. I actually care. I love to see it grow. It's still a baby to me. So that is
Yeah.
It's like I get excited when something happens.
you're learning as you
Yeah.
go.
I'm
Right?
still learning.
And
It's
again,
like
the sneaker game right now is
Wicked.
so
No, it's
with
wicked.
you guys supporting us and you guys coming in and all that. That makes us feel like, all right, we could open up another
Yeah.
store. We could like do
That
this.
thing,
It helps us out.
but
It
It's like-
encourages
it's like-
to it motivates us. You know.
Yeah, it's like
we
that.
want to make it seem like, yo,
it's like we don't want to just open up another store just to open it up.
Yeah,
It's like we
you
want to
know.
know that we have actually
Exactly.
good staff behind it
Yeah.
to operate it.
not
So I
like
have to
another
make it
lot
run
of
smoothly.
stores, you know what I
Yo,
mean?
LA, so he moved me to LA and I go regular. Let me
Yeah.
know.
Yo, so literally, if you guys mess with us, we love you guys. Come through, come shop with us, come sell. At the most, we want you guys to sell with us. Just sell with us. If you have some stuff at home, like come through. Like
Yeah, like
Yeah.
consign, like
Or consign,
like
yeah.
like give us a shot
yeah,
because
you know what I mean?
because look, we don't get paid until you get paid.
Yeah.
And we
100%.
do everything possible. We make reels. We promote it. We put up posts on stories. I even go outside of the store to try to make the sale for you because again, we do not get paid until you get paid. So I'm gonna try
Yeah.
anything and everything possible to try to get this item sold.
The best thing is I can say, 2 Chens is the best worker out there. This guy be putting himself out, posting everywhere, posting on Instagram, posting on Facebook, whatever you think it is. But literally, come consign with us. Like,
No, but-
we're gonna get your products pushed.
By all means, like 10 years
We pay
to be
on
in the
time.
business for that long.
Yeah, look at
like,
that.
Think about it. Like if Tony didn't
How
put
you
himself
think-
out there,
How you think he made it 10
Yeah.
years, bro? You know
Tony
what I
didn't put
mean?
himself out there 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we
Yeah.
probably wouldn't be having this podcast.
Absolutely.
No.
Yeah, it took a
Wow.
while to make this, but yeah,
Oh,
You know? All right, man. So, is that it?
I think that's it.
That's it?
But right now, yeah.
yeah, well, thank you for tuning in, guys. We'll
Yes,
definitely
sir.
be back to you with another episode. Please smash that like button, subscribe, turn notifications on. We love you all, and see you next time.